All right, I've got my little package here. Okay, let's see. Next up, the Mahan Gatton Goudreau household. Okay, let's see. Ding dong, hello, knock knock. Got a package.
Hey, Jacob, did you order something?
What time is it?
I'll get it. Hi, how's it going? Oh, what's this?
Hi. I've got some merch for you.
Oh, this is great. I ordered this just the other day. This is fantastic.
Yeah, it says it came from the Cheaper by the Dungeon podcast.
Get out. Wow.
Yeah. I've actually already opened your mail, so let me distribute and show you what's inside. I like to recycle because I don't trust the customers.
What's taking so long out there?
The mailman already opened our mail. Wouldn't be the first time.
I need some breakfast.
Hey, that's a federal crime.
Listen, you shut it, young man. And your breakfast will be ready when I say so. Sorry, come on in. Why don't you give us a tour of everything that we have here?
Sure, yeah, okay.
Hey, who is this
wow,
guy?
Nice place you got here.
Thanks,
who
we
are
just did it.
you?
We're in the middle of renovations. We're getting the floor put in soon.
My name's Kevin. I work for Fed UPS, and I am here to deliver your merch.
Merch? I didn't know we ordered. Adam, have you been watching that Cheaper by the Dungeon crew again, and you ordered their merch? We need money for breakfast.
Guilty. Well, don't you know we're intermittent fasting now, just so we can get this merchandise. But it's so worth it.
For lunch, I had Splenda.
Well, show me what's inside, mailman. What do we got here?
Well, I've got this very fancy for you, Miss. Are you Jacob? Because I've got a Zippy Westboro one-of-a-kind symbol T-shirt for you.
I don't know who that is. I've never heard. I only know is this guy over here. Points at Adam. Watches this podcast religiously. It's the most annoying thing I've ever heard, though.
It's a podcast, and yet I watch it. I'm addicted. What can I say?
What else we got in here in the merch bag? We got mugs. Ooh, it has a blue flower on it.
Give
They
me
said
that.
It's cursed.
That'll
My
be
hand. My hand. My hand.
No, give me it. It'll be perfect for my coffee. Here, breakfast.
Oh.
Boy is me.
Here you go.
Wait, what's this? What's on the front of this mug? Some weird elf-looking thing? Gross. Oh, he looks like he's
The worst thing I've seen in my entire life.
looks like he has some sort of, what is this, man bun? You expect me to drink out of this? I think I will, though.
Those are so out of fashion.
Those were very big in the early 2000s.
You got any more of this? You got any more of this Elvis merch?
No, that's it. There's a lot more of the other two characters.
Look, I mostly just got it for my chew, just to spit into. I didn't really want to actually use it.
Oh, wait, there is one last green thing. It's a bong, but I don't think that came with
No,
Actually, it is from the merch store.
that's mine. I just go.
Connor, did you say you're chew and there's a bong in there? You are toxic to this household.
It's a water pipe. That's why you can sell it in like any store.
Can it help make breakfast?
I mean, there's only one way to find out.
Nice scramble. You could do some eggs Benedict or something in that water pipe. Like
Poach some eggs
on
in
the
there.
top.
I think.
Yeah,
It'll be a little bit smoky. Smoked poached eggs. I think we're on to something.
Next thing you know, we just sell 1 million bongs.
The last thing in this box here, before I get out of your house, because I've been trapped in these before, is just a little piece of paper with a link on it. A little URL that says shop.spreadshirt.ca/cheaperbythedungeon/ Or it says you can find it pinned as our pinned tweet on our Twitter @cheaperdungeon.
Why would it say that after we ordered it from there?
You'll never believe this. I actually have that that URL tattooed on my hand. It's right here.
Oh, damn. Well, awesome. Everybody go check it out. I'm going to leave.
Hey, Mailman
Illusion
Kevin.
fades.
Mailman Kevin.
Illusion comes back. Hello.
You're doing a good job. Breakfast wouldn't be the same without mailmen and women. Male people.
You're doing God's work.
You know, I didn't think I was going to get to monologue today, but
Okay, you should probably get
And
going.
you're right.
Get
Today
outta
is not
here.
that day.
This mug tastes pretty good by itself.
And you're right. That was.
Can I just interject here now that this illusion is done? Do people wash They're like merch mugs before using them. I get a little
Yeah,
excited.
it has happened to me where I don't. I have just used it with a hot beverage, so I figured that was okay.
That's the thing,
Kills the
right?
bacteria.
My wife like throws everything in the washing machine, dishwasher, and and like says we can't use it. But then it's like 2.5 hours later, and the excitement's gone.
It's a long dishwasher cycle.
It's like heavy duty.
I treat it kind of the same as like when I go clothes shopping. It's like I'm just gonna wear those out of the store. I'm not gonna.
Yes,
I'm not gonna wash
exactly. It's like it's never going to be cleaner than it is right now.
these. I'm gonna hop on the table, have them scan me across, and then out the door.
Something dawned on me during that last bit. We should probably get a better URL for that shop. Just throwing it out there. That's a terrible URL.
We're gonna work on that, but for now, you can find it shop.spreadshirt.ca/2by_/. Or honestly, just go to our Facebook or our Twitter, and it's like the pinned tweet there, so you'll find it. But yeah, we got a ton of cool merch. We worked with some really great artists. We got stickers, pins, water bottles, a Apophis and Zippy workout set.
Personal favorite. That is by far my
the Normandy sweet logo, some Darien jazz and blue flower stuff. We got it all. So it's pretty expansive. We really tried for it. So we hope you check it out.
We know what you're thinking. Ugh, why isn't this in the mid-roll? Well, be quiet. This is special for us.
It'll be there too.
It'll be there too.
This was a milestone for us, and we're proud of it. So stop.
But
yeah.
we love you. Thanks for listening.
Anyways, you guys ready?
Absolutely.
yes.
Oh boy.
All right, recap. So, last week, 2 weeks, last bi-week, we had an episode where you guys were traveling to Jadu. You were like 2 weeks off the coast, just pure ocean beneath you. You were flying for a long time. This was the furthest you've been from the mainland for like ever. You've been flying, and all of a sudden, as you did like kind of your little tasks, Darian, you were trying to work on crafting your own eyes, kind of morbid. And then Zippy and Apophis were training. Norman was trying to have a touching moment with James, which got rejected. But you guys are going. And then a storm elemental formed out of the clouds and started attacking your ship. An epic battle ensued, and the ship was falling into the ocean and everything. And you guys were flying up, slicing as you go, Darian. And after it all finished, you guys were still, the Sparrow airship was still grounded like in the ocean. It was taking on a lot of water because it had holes in it and it needed some lift. And out of nowhere, Bradley came and yelled at the trailing water drakes and just got them to listen to his command as they pushed the boat up, and the airship once again became an airship, not just a ship, and flew off. You guys, confused how Bradley got on here. Apparently he guessed the password, which was a song, which isn't, it probably makes sense, right? Okay. But you guys kept flying, and Randy pointed out to you after you were scolding and telling Bradley that he has to stay on the ship and he shouldn't have come, yada yada. You guys ascended above the clouds, and in the distance you saw these two massive flying sky whales going through the clouds, trailing these chunks of land behind them, these floating islands that are attached to the whales with these large chains to their bejeweled, just regal harnesses that cover these massive whales. Before you is Jadu, the Magic Kingdom. So, you guys are flying towards it. Randy speaks up to all of you.
All right. Okay, gang. I'm gonna go meet with Prince Verulius, maybe King Verulius now, I imagine. But I'm gonna meet with him. We're gonna figure something out. I'm gonna try and, maybe get him to just let us borrow that grand treasure clue that's here, or potentially hidden here. And, it should be. I can't imagine anything of consequence or any drama at all happening this arc.
Well, I think that's the only logical explanation. I mean, I think everything's just going to go smooth.
Should we maybe go together as a team on this one? I mean, I don't think the rest of us have any other stops we need to make in the city?
I mean, if you want to, but it might be best if I go talk to him privately first. I don't really know what the dynamic is, so I don't want to get you guys pulled into some old wounds.
Well, should we not then be at least close by in the case that something turns sour? You're kind of a important resource to us at this point. I don't want to necessarily let you walk into the lion's den without any support.
Yeah, I get that. But also after hearing what you did on the moon, I'm a little hesitant to let you guys do anything diplomatic.
Hey, everything turned out all right. Did everything turn out all right? I can't really remember.
I mean, Serial, wants us dead, and she's going to get assassinated unless we intervene, which is probably too late. Maybe something's already happened now, and we have, like, a kidnapped child from there. And, hey, you know what? We don't have to have another dramatic conversation about that right now. I'm just going to let that slide. But we also have, like, a kidnapped person from up there. So, maybe it is a good idea to let Randy take this one. I mean, he does have a good, at least some kind of rapport with them, whereas we're total strangers. I mean, especially right now, if Ammo's given us a bit of a strange reputation at best.
If you guys say so, I still think just letting him go off alone without any kind of support is not a good idea, but let's hope for the best.
Here, Randy, just take a rocky walkie with you. Ugh.
Whoa.
He's like tied beneath the ship, right? And he's like floating because he's a massive dragonborn. And he's like, woo! Luckily, he has massive hands and he catches it. And he's like,
All right, I'll use this if I run into anything or have any updates for you. But first things first, we gotta land on there, and let's just try and figure it out. Here, we're getting close.
and as you get closer, you can see there's distinctly 8 different islands, all floating and all kind of different in their architecture and style. But as you're getting closer, you see a projection, a large illusion of a bullywug frog face appears in the clouds. And they just are talking and speak and go, "Who are you? Who is trying to enter Jadu?"
Well, hello there. My name's Norman D. These are compatriots of mine. We got Sippy Westboro and Darian Branch, and we have Randy, one of the most famous bards of all the lands. We're here to explore and see the world, and this is the first place we want to visit. Hello.
You are not wizards or sorcerers. We do not have many normies coming around here. How did you find us?
Well, we have a couple tricks up our sleeves. After all, we are in a flying ship that we procured, the very first of its kind. And as you can see, Randy himself is no stranger to greater magics.
And while we may not be wizards or sorcerers, we're not unfamiliar with the arcane arts.
And someone basically just said, go that way, and that's where Jadu is. And we did, and now we're here.
Interesting. Someone of higher class divination magic must have guided you. Either way, Randy, I have heard tales of that name. And the giant bullywug frog face just illusions and moves and wisps over looking underneath the ship, and he's like,
Hey there. Old friend of the Verulius, Dumas, and just looking if I can talk to him. Yeah, we're cool, right?
The king never did speak highly of you.
Well, I know it's been a while, but hey, I traveled all this way with my apprentices here, and I was wondering if you could let this old bard kind of rest his scales on your island and go talk to the king.
Fine. We are not so scared of outsiders. Our magic is so superior that even if you try anything, you will be dead within instants, and then revived with our necromancy, and then killed again.
Whoa.
Fine. Please come and land down where the lines will show you. I will come speak with you soon, Randy. You see the illusion fades away. And these two magical illusion, like basically railways, are coming from beneath the airship, kind of like guiding down like a road in the middle of the air. And they're showing where to kind of park on this main chunk of land. There's basically the main chunk of Sky Island, and then there's 7 other kind of floating off ones. One of them being the large, kind of almost wizard-like tower that is floating on one of them.
Seth, do we see any other airships parked anywhere on these 7 islands? 8 islands?
Perception check, everybody.
Okay.
First roll of the night. Let's go. That is a 16 plus 6 for me, so 22.
And 17 for me.
14. 10 plus 4.
Okay. Most of you kind of look around. You do not see any airships at all. Still not a common thing. But you do see lots of individuals kind of flying over the islands. Some walking on these kind of ethereal bridges between them. Others riding magic carpets or flying brooms. Or even some like griffins flying about. Flying around. There's a lot of like magical stuff happening down there, as you can tell, but no airships at all.
Okay, I'm gonna notice Darian looking about as well, and I'm just gonna, in a low voice, I'm gonna say, no airships. Might be a good sign for us.
Could be also a bad sign, though. I mean, people might get suspicious of us because we're the only ones with airships.
Well, we're expecting there to be some airships on our tail now that Ammo has picked up Aesop. So, not seeing any airships seems to be some kind of indicator that maybe Ammo hasn't shown up here yet, which works much in our favor.
But with the city so seclusive, they might not like the fact that people are just seeing their city willy-nilly.
Gentrification, technology moves in, replaces the current culture there. You know what? We just got to be aware of it moving forward. We just got to let people know, hey, they're free to do whatever they want, even though our things are our thing. We'll just feel it out.
One step at a time.
You all start flying down and down and down, following the rails, and you're pulling up to this kind of European architecture style. It's like almost the outskirts of the suburb on this main chunk of island. The main chunk of island seems to be mostly like residential with marketplaces and stuff like that, but mostly residential. And you come in and you're pulling up, and you can see the lines are like pointing into a side that seems to be like basically where a road ends. And you can see 2 bullywugs with wizard's hats start pointing at the ground, and the Sky Island starts molding, and it's like Earth is moving, and it's kind of building a little makeshift port for you to come into as they're molding the Earth to form it before you. You come and park it in, and Randy kind of like peers over the edge of the sparrow, climbing up the other side, untying himself, and levitating down, falling right onto the main street there before you. And he just goes,
Well, that was easy. I would just suggest, if I knew Verulius or anything, these people are so prideful, so you might want to just, kind of give them the win and stuff, really be like, ooh, wow, magic, right? Kind of just play it up.
Sure thing.
All right, and
you see down near Randy's feet, a dimension door opens, and a bullywug in some green robes draping behind him walks out.
Counterspell.
And he just
I'm
goes,
just kidding. Get out of here.
Immediate nuke. And
yeah. There they go.
They walk out and they look at Randy and they're like, that will not do, Randy. And they point a finger and whirl it around. And as they're twirling their finger, you can see Randy is shrinking. He's like,
what? No, not cool. Come on.
And you can see he's shrinking in size until he's about the same size as you, Norman. He's about like 6 feet tall. Randy's been shrunk.
Randy, you look good. You know, don't sweat it. We all go through a little slump, and this is just temporary. We hope, you know. But for now, you look good as a human-sized dragonborn.
No, I'm not dragonborn. Dragon. You know.
You know what they say, don't sweat the small stuff.
Oh, nice one, Derek.
I'm sweating.
Zippy's standing in the corner just being like,
Looks at the camera.
The frog, you can see behind in the dimension door behind them, you can see the outside of the wizard's tower way off in the distance. So it looks like it heads that way to that kind of keep, which seems to be the castle for this place. And Randy's just like,
All right, I'll ring you guys after I'm finished meeting with them, and let's meet up back on this island and in the center or something. I'll find you.
You know where to reach us.
Just don't cause any trouble and don't mess anything up, okay?
Never would.
At least not on purpose.
I highly doubt these individuals could mess anything up. They're harmless little butterflies.
Oh, you need to listen to season 2.
All right. For you all, we do have a welcome package for newcomers and tourists and visitors. We are not so secluded that we don't occasionally have some guests. So please enjoy our Greeters Guild members' opening act here. And they start exiting through the dimension door, and another one pops open to the side. And you can see a little yellow bullywug rolls out alongside 3 kitten tabaxis in all these like little sweaters that say Greeters Guild. And they all roll out. And they look at you guys, and they hop up onto your ship, and they start to do their welcome.
oh no, not these guys again.
Bonjour. Bonjour. Bonjour, bonjour, bonjour. Bonjour, bonjour, bonjour. Bienvenue dans notre ville. Première fois. C'est beaucoup. C'est tellement amusant ici à Jadu. 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 Ah, Jadu. Merci beaucoup, Jadu. Mais franchement, quand le monde te pousse vers là-bas, on vagabonde. Tu seul. Cet endroit est pour vous. Jadu. 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 Jadu.
I'm not interested in this game you're playing. I can't even understand what the hell you're saying. I just think that we should go and part our ways, because your Greaters Guild members only cause delays.
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
What did you say?
Patisserie?
Just go away.
Whoa, Zip. It's okay, because I got this new helmet of comprehending languages. It should help us to comprehend other languages. So Frogman, come and look into my eyes. Let's build a connection and become allies. Okay, I'm ready. Let's go.
1, 2, 3. Jadu, Jadu, mange.
Something orange juice?
Est-ce que vous mangez?
Something about shoes?
Plus, avant, c'est une bibliothèque.
What? Why? Why isn't this thing working? Come on!
Darian, it's because languages like this don't come from the thoughts in your head. It comes from your heart. At least that's what I read.
Oh, so it's kind of like how my twin siblings Smokey and Charity talk to one another. I think I get that.
Wait, what?
Just watch. Ratatouille.
S'il vous plaît.
Passons une bonne journée.
Le table.
Les chaises.
Le lait.
How are you guys doing
Nous
this?
allons du poulet.
Mais oui.
Ho, ho, ho.
Hi-ha, ho,
Ha 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 ha. Am I doing this right?
Reste calme. C'est cette maison. Et Jadu. Jadu, Jadu, Jadu.
Jadu.
Jadu. Oh, the music. Oh, I was just getting the hang of it.
I'm writing down in my notes, DM, that we just learned a language of the heart, according to that song.
Yes, you did. Jadu is pretty much they have a different language, a magical language, otherwise known as French, that is more common around here.
It is a magical.
But to scrub over language barriers, I think given Darian's helmet and literally Zippy and Norman just feeling it out, you've all learned the language. So if there's language barriers, no more.
Easy peasy. No problem.
That's how we roll here. Cheap by the dungeon. Woo!
Darian,
Homebrew.
don't worry.
All right.
You're gonna get it. Just keep working at it. You just really gotta let it go and just let it happen. You know, it is a thing of the heart. And I look at Zippy. Ugh. But Darian, don't stop practicing.
Oui, Normandie.
Oh, this guy gets it.
Ah, merci.
Merci. Bonjour.
Where was that in the song? You really just held it in till the end there, didn't you?
Yeah, I didn't you not hear? I just got a hang of it right at the end there.
The three little kittens each come to each of you, and they're holding out these maps and like welcome pamphlets, and they're like, "Merci, bonjour, merci."
Oh, thank you.
I take one. What does it have on it?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. This is a map of Jadu. And now that our song is done, we would like to greet you and show you around very, very quickly. Please.
And he unravels a giant, like, carpet, a large circle carpet that kind of moves. You can tell immediately, Zippy, this is similar to yours in the fact that it's a magic carpet. It can fly. And they beckon to all of you to hop on as the kittens and the little bullywug in the yellow jumps on.
Well, I got my own. I'm gonna I'll be behind. I'll be in the caboose.
Very well, but do not stray from the tour.
Before I get on, I'm just gonna dig my heels into the ground where we're at, and I'm just gonna make one of those circles.
Ah.
Okay.
So
Oh,
smart.
yeah, okay,
So
yeah.
freaking smart, dude. Yes.
Your shoes. You make a little gazer symbol on the deck. It's very faint, but you make it there.
When our encounter inevitably ends with this place burning down, it'll be nice to have a quick exit, you know?
It's just me, just doing a little dance over here. Don't mind me.
Oh, I like it. Very, very, very good.
That's more Spanish now.
He was feeling very inspired by that musical number.
Hey, don't speak for me. But I was feeling pretty inspired by that musical number.
That's a very
Alright.
good yes and, Zip. Very good.
Everybody, let's go.
And you all get on, and the magic carpet starts rising, and you fly off into the sky very quickly. And you're getting kind of a bird's eye view. And he's like,
If you could all please just reference your map. As you can see down here, the main chunk of land of Jadu is Jadu Un, or 1. It's the main chunk of Mass, which is mostly residential, also has markets and other shops. It's where most of the Jadu citizens stay. Over here, and you fly around, and he's like, this is Jadu Du 2. This is the Wizard King's Keep. A tall, slender building with many large round towers connected to its sides. They seem,
and you can see they seem to almost be detaching and levitating. It's like multiple towers around this center spire that like break off, move around, and then reattach. It's crazy. It's this moving castle. It's like it's a living thing. And he's like,
You may have to go there sometime and see the king. Maybe potentially with your other friend Randy.
that's again Spanish. Man, this arc's gonna be tough for me, guys. But here we go.
You know what? To re-ground yourself, just to get centered, just do the it brings it right back.
I think that's what I need. But
Jadu 3. This is Saint Alexandre Academy. A small island, and it's got, as you can see, almost a Notre Dame style university building with, for those who study magics, all schools are taught here.
you can see it is just kind of a campus. It's a university, and you can see lots of people flying around. Specifically, you can see a large fire burning from their kind of field there. It's like a football field almost. There's a large fire burning in the center, and it seems like crowds are joining. It seems like there's a sports game going on there.
Is it a predominant population? Like, is it mostly human or anything like that?
From up above, you can't tell, but from what you saw just glancing down the street, mostly bullywugs, some humans, some other people. It's not specifically... Bullywugs are the main, but it is kind of a melting pot of magic people.
Okay.
Hey, that looks pretty cool down there. You guys have a lot of magic users here, eh?
Yes. We have lots of magic users. They are pretty good at what they do, let's just say.
I've always heard Notre Dame had some pretty solid college sports teams.
Mm-hmm.
Any druids you have down there?
Druidic magic. Not a favorite of ours. It's a bit of a nuanced magic. But we have it down in, actually, the next location, Jadu Quatra. The farm.
Well, nuanced. It's pretty useful for me.
It's not that great. But it's the farm.
Hey!
It's not that great.
You see, it's a lush kind of field land with like a forest and a large aqueduct running along kind of the outskirts of it. It looks like it's almost consuming some of the clouds that it's going through and turning it into water and then spreading it out to the fields. But you can see, it seems to be a very vibrant wildlife there. It's like its own little encapsulated farm area.
Whee! And I go down there.
Do you actually?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
You fly
hey,
down, and
what
he's
are you
like,
Bicep!
the tour!
Oh, I never get to do my tour.
I don't mean to correct you, but are you sure this wouldn't be Jadu Cat? You said Quatre?
I think it's your helmet doing that.
I feel like that sounds very Spanish in terms of...
What's Spanish, Darian? Where's that? Is that
No,
in the
wait, it's
Feywild?
un, du, trois, quatre.
No,
Sing.
no.
Yeah, that's perfect to me. Un, deux, trois, quatre. That's perfect.
This heart language, my heart is telling me that is wrong. Very wrong.
What?
Well, the heart is deceitful
What?
above all things,
It's
Darian.
cat.
No, those are tabaxis back there. No cats.
It's now okay. We've removed 4. It's now Jadu baguette. All right. Next one. It's baguette for farm.
Seth doesn't
All right.
remember his 12 years of the French that he had to take in Canada, apparently.
Honestly, I only took grade 9 French. I ditched after that. Look at me now. Look at me now. I did a whole song in French, which took me hours. All right. Next up, Jadu sink. Yes.
Sank.
Is that right?
Sank.
I think it's right.
Sank.
Sank. All right.
This is the archives, a place for the arts, history, and knowledge.
You can see it's kind of a museum-like building, almost like a Pantheon, like Greece-style building. But you can see there's a little gathering out there too, has lots of like stands, and it seems like there's an art display going on outside of it. But it is the archives, arts, history, knowledge. There you go.
Jadu sea.
Normandy leans over the edge of the carpet at that point and is just looking down with open fascination and longing at that place. And he just looks at Darian and he says, "Man, imagine all the things we don't know that we could know if we just went down there."
Just keep your walkie-walkie handy.
One of the kittens grabs your shirt and kind of pulls you and says, "All arms must stay in the vehicle at all times."
Oh, sorry.
I mean, you could jump down like Zippy did if you really wanted to.
Next up, Jadu seas. This is the Wonderworks. Experimental magic shops, magic workshops of all kinds, enchantments, magic crafting, everything. Wonderworks.
You can see it's kind of an enclosed building. It seems to be more of just a circular ball, and it seems like you enter into it from the side. It's not like the other islands where most of the stuff's on top. It seems like you enter into the side and go into the island. So you can't really see much from above. Next up, Jadu set. Set. Man, I literally listened to counting to 10 videos for children like before recording, but it hasn't helped. All right.
Whimsy World. Entertainment district and home of the Arcanium Arcade. A fun place if you have some time to blow steam.
There's a whole island dedicated to it. That's pretty intense.
Well, you need a place to let loose your magic. It's not good to keep it bottled up.
Ooh, Darian knows all about that.
And last up, Jadu Huith. The Nullstone Prison.
You can see it's the furthest floating island. And there doesn't seem to be any ethereal bridges attached to this one. It seems to be just attached only by the chain. But it seems to be just like this almost like black gray obsidian rock. And he's like, of course, magicians are notoriously hard to capture, and of course they are very dangerous, so we cannot always keep them or let them go, or even executing is not always an option. So no stone prison. We hope you don't end up there.
It was a little Russian, but I'd prefer to stay really far away from there, if that's alright. It just spells bad news for us.
Oh, back to French! But that concludes your tour.
You fly back down, and you land on the ship. And he says,
Please, enjoy your stay, and if you have any questions, ask the citizens. They are all very helpful.
Wait, I just have one quick question for you before you go, though.
Uh-huh.
I'm looking for a master enchanter of some kind. Which island would be best for that?
Probably Wonderworks. The place has all types. You might want to search around, but if you're looking for an enchanter, specifically, I would suggest Grimm.
And he's located at the Wonderworks.
Oh, yes.
Would there be any luck at the college either?
Not unless you want a very shoddily made student one.
Fair enough. I didn't know if there might be some professors located there of great skill, though.
Might catch professors. To be honest, professors are good at professing. They're not good at doing. That's why they're teachers, not actually great wizards. Education is flawed.
Pretty deep. Okay. Well, thank you. So, Grimm, thank you.
A documentary or a commentary on our actual education system.
Right. I'm sorry, and what was your name?
My name was Rene.
I do have one more cultural question for you.
Uh-huh.
The Dumases, they are the royal family around here, correct?
Yes, they are the royal family, but we have not had a change of royal in quite some time. Verulius Dumas is our king, and he will be forever.
So is the whole Dumas line considered part of the kind of royal family, or are there many Dumases that extend beyond just the royal family?
There's quite many Dumases. Most are, considered with some regard, but we don't really care about names around here. We more care about the magic potential.
Okay. Does the name Alexandre Dumas ring any bells to you?
The runaway? Actually, he's back now, the little scum.
Ooh.
Yes, he is a little bit of a mercenary by trade, apparently. Mercenary for dragons, but he's quite stupid.
Where's he located right now?
I do not know. I am not trained in divination magic.
But he's at least somewhere around here.
Sure. Yeah, I imagine. Unless he's left. But last time I heard, he was here last week, and he was going around. He's turned into a bit of a drunk.
Oh. Well, I've been there. So, thank you. Norman, did you have anything else?
Yes, I'm just wondering, do we all have access to carpets like this? Not all of us have the means to fly personally ourselves.
Yes, you can get your own carpets. We do not give them for free. You can't just take it. Nothing's free.
Is there a way that we could rent one, perhaps, during our stay? We wouldn't be long, maybe a few days at best.
You could find a pair of magic tapestries at the Silver Silhouettes at Jadu, this mainland here.
Oh, okay. I'm going to write that down.
Perfect. Well, merci. You've been exceptionally helpful in this endeavor. I appreciate the tour.
Enjoy your stay. Au revoir. And the little kittens follow him through a dimension door that appears behind him, and they're like, au revoir, au revoir, au revoir.
Salut. Those are really cute cats.
You two hear both coming up from below, Apophis, Bradley, and James. And they're up here and they're like,
dudes, man, I can't get that song stuck out of my head. I heard it from below the boards. Also, I can't keep this kid in the room.
and Bradley's like clinging onto Apophis on it, like around his snake tail. And he's like, I'm not going to my room.
What's the plan? What are we doing here?
Okay, so the most important thing is that we're doing research. We're trying to find clues for the Grand Treasure Clue. We know that it's located in a place where there's a bunch of religious symbols all gathered together. So that's our strongest lead. So it's going to be on one of these islands floating around here. So so maybe we should actually split up and all do some research. As long as we all promise and really commit to not draw too much attention to ourselves or disturb anything, maybe we just try to find out where those kind of things would be kept.
Yes, because splitting the party has never ended terribly for us in the past.
But it's kind of our shtick.
Cut to Zippy, just going down. You're still descending. Cut back.
Look, Bradley, we're still scouting and trying to figure this place out. I still need you to stay on the ship.
Darian! They have freaking kittens! I heard them! This place is super... Look! It's like a freaking fairy tale!
Sometimes Norman, do you want to take this one?
Sure.
I'm not his dad.
I'm gonna get down on one knee. Bradley? This place has many wonders and dangers. If you come with us, you have to make me 2 promises, all right? I'm serious, Bradley. 1. You cannot leave our side. You have to be with us the entire time, either Darian or me, or Zippy when he gets back. And if something ever happens to us, you have to stay with James or Apophis, all right? You cannot leave our side. You have to be not where just we can see you, where you can see us, both ways, at all times. Is that understood?
Yeah, totally.
Insight check, the son of a bitch.
Insight check. Go.
No disrespect to his parents. I'm sure they're fantastic. 25.
He seems like he wasn't listening.
Okay. I'm going to snap my fingers in front of his face with a little flame from thaumaturgy. Bradley.
What? Hi.
Hi.
What?
Eyes here.
Sorry, brooms. Look. And you see flying overhead.
I grab his chin and bring it towards me. There will be no brooms if you do not listen to us. We will make you stay in the ship. Listen to me. You have to, if you're going to come with us, you're going to stay with us. And the second thing is, no talking to animals or any kind of magic they may not understand, because this is something you're born with. And I don't know how they'll react to that. And we're supposed to keep a low profile, all right?
Fine. Yes, no talking to animals. I'm pretty sure everyone here could do that, though. I mean, this is magic as hell.
Just humor me for now.
Okay.
Okay.
I will stay by your side. I'll be good.
I make you a deal. If you can obey those 2 rules all day, I will get you a special treat from here.
Oh, magic wetsuit! Magic wetsuit! And Apophis is like, yeah, magic wetsuit, yeah! And they're like, magic wetsuit,
we'll all get
wetsuit,
magic wetsuits. It'll be a whole thing. We'll have a whole musical on it maybe one day. But that only happens, Bradley, if you can listen to the first 2 rules all day. Okay?
Totally. Yep, got it.
Oh
on it.
gosh.
I'm here. Ooh, look at me, not moving.
I'm convinced.
From your side.
I look at Darian. He said he got it, so I'm convinced.
This is all on you. I'm taking no part in this.
See, that's just one-sided parenting, Darian. Just saying, oh, you made the call. You know what? We'll roll with it.
James speaks up and goes,
Well, I will do my own errands, and I guess I'll keep an eye on the skeleton in our closet, literally.
Oh, nice one.
Yeah, maybe don't say that one too loud.
Yes, sure. We need to find something to do with her, too. She hasn't eaten, but I know she's alive in there. She yells every time I open the bag in her satchel. She's just in a bag on a bed. What is going on?
And I just want to establish, because they said that, I just want to establish, earlier that morning, I did do my Guards and Runes spell. So the ship is still enchanted. I just want that established.
There you go. Yeah.
Well, have fun. I might do a few errands of my own when we have some time. Maybe we can swap off guarding duties.
Sure. Do you want us to grab you anything?
No.
You can rotate with Apophis.
What? No. Damn it.
Look, until we get your arm back and we get you up to snuff, I think we'll still want to keep you on the defensive for now.
Fine. Bradley's like, not so fun, is it, right? Being told to stay on the ship? Nah, man, it sucks.
Norman, keep an eye on him.
I will.
Look, I want to head over to the Wonder... I'm sorry, Seth, what was it called again? Like the Wonder...
Wonderworks.
Wonderworks. I'm going to head over to the Wonderworks to try and find someone named Grimm, and then maybe a follow-up on that Alexandre Dumas lead. Maybe we can, I don't know, get some more local help from someone. What are you thinking, Norman?
Well, see, I'm already feeling the bites of parenting because for me, I would get a kick out of going to the archives, and I also think we might be able to find a good lead because there might be something on display there in the museums. But I'm wondering if Bradley will find that to be torturous. But maybe he doesn't have a choice. Hey, he wants to come out here. He has to do what we want to do. We're the parents. So I'd like to go to the archives on Jadu 5.
You going to Jadu 5? All right. Okay. You're going to Wonderworks, Darian. You're going to Jadu 5, and we already know where Zippy has headed off to. Cut to Zippy. You're flying down. You can see there's 3 sections of this area, Zippy. There's kind of a foresty area that is kind of facing the other islands, and there's an ethereal bridge leading from the foresty area down to the mainland. All of them connect to that main island. So there's a foresty area, and then it opens up into just wide fields. You can see there's like wheat, corn, all these different crops. And you can see the large aqueduct on the ring side, the outer side, just kind of curving around. And you can see there's some houses and some barns and buildings over in the other corner. Where specifically were you looking to drop to?
Probably the bridge area that you were talking about.
Okay. You're flying down, and you can see as you're flying, you're having to dodge, or you're having to fly a little bit carefully because this island is actually quite close to the whales. It's the closest one to the whales, and their tails are kind of close. And you can feel the wind from these giant whale tails just kind of blowing you, and you're holding onto your carpet. And you fly down, and you land at the end of the bridge, and you land there. And you can see immediately behind you, walking along the ethereal bridge, is these like stone golems, these magic golems, like the one you summoned in the last episode. And they're just carrying crates of like produce and stuff down to the main island. But before you is a trail into this little woods.
Should I go down the path or check out these whales? I have never been to a druid place quite like this. The Bramble Patch always just has their little classes and things like that. Mostly picked up everything on my own. But I need to talk to some people. I gotta give them a piece of my mind. So I continue down the path, hoping to meet some actual druids.
All right. You are walking down the path. And it seems to be just in a lovely, enchanted forest. Almost as if there's like little sparkling lights as you're walking through. Like just somebody cast dancing lights. It's like giving you visages of almost like fairies and stuff. And you're walking down. And you look to your left. And there's a stag, and it's just prancing. And it's like kind of slowly walking just about 20 feet off into the woods, just kind of keeping an eye on you. But it's this beautiful long-horned stag just walking. And it looks at you and then just stops. And it looks startled for a second.
I try to tackle it.
Please make... okay. Please make an acrobatics check. Actually, we'll have you jumping through the woods.
I got a 16 plus 3, so 19.
Okay. You run and you tackle it, and you're like holding onto the side. It's much bigger than you, so tackling doesn't really stumble it. So you're holding onto the side of it, and it's just going. It's just the elk or the stag is just hopping through the woods, and you're just holding on.
Get out of there, Druid! I know you're in there. You don't have to hide as some beautiful stag trying to seduce me.
You see, it's like prancing and it's like freaking out, and you're like, come on, get out. And you just see it's like running, and then it gets its horns caught in a tree, these two trees, and gets clotheslines, and it falls on its back. And then it just slowly is like, it's like sounds wounded.
Maybe if I deplete its health points, then they might revert into a druid. That's how that works for me. I pull out a knife.
Okay.
What is happening?
Okay.
This has to be a test. They're testing me if I can see through their druidness. Oh, they're really tricky up here in Jadu. Must be some exam this person's on. But alas, they're not as good as Zippy Westboro. King of Druids, that's what I'll say.
You see around you is starting to circle. It's like almost an audience watching this, as there's like some direct sunlight coming through the trees, just lighting a little like spotlight on you and the stag, and it's like it's wheezing. And you look around and you can see all these magical creatures, like an Abrian, which is like this furry ostrich with these two little arms coming out of it. You see there's also a periton, which is basically the mix of a giant eagle and a demonic looking fang-toothed stag. So it's got like a little antlers of its own, and it's just watching from the trees. And you see there is also a brata or branta, which is this kind of long, thick horse with these nose bones that kind of elongate like the bones on the top of a giraffe's head, but it's coming out of its nose. And all these creatures are just surrounding, and they're all just watching this scene as if they're watching a movie.
Look, I don't want to have to do this and waste their magic spell on this, all right? They can stay the deer. As long I just want to talk to some druids, all right? Same goes for you. You're next. You're next too. Pointing at the what was the one you just said?
The branta.
The branta, you're next. I just want to talk to some people. I'm not from here, and I think you druids are already making a mistake. Clearly, you're not very skilled. This one just ran into a tree, and I'm about to see who's under it. And I bring the knife closer. I start poking them.
Oh my god. What is happening?
You raise the dagger and slowly start bringing it down to the stag. And it's just breathing hard.
I know you're in there. Stop with this theatrics.
And the dagger starts going down. And it starts touching the skin. And you hear that it's time for a break. That's the mid-roll. Let's break right here. Break. Whoa.
This is Seth going, what am I going to do now?
Am I not the biggest sleuth ever?
No.
What is up, cheapskates? It's Jacob here again for your mid-roll, and I promise I'm going to make it short and sweet here for you guys. As Seth said earlier on in the episode, we launched our merch store for our podcast. It's been a long time coming, almost 3 years into this thing, and finally we jumped on doing a merch store. We've already got some amazing people supporting us, whether it be just strangers or people in our Discord, our Patreons. It's been nothing but awesome love and support. And yeah, just want to kind of shout out to those people who've already kind of supported us through that merch store. It's been honestly amazing. So no, thank you guys already. Just so you guys know, the merch store is pinned on our Twitter, our Facebook, and it's in our Discord as well. But in case you don't know, it's shop.spreadshirt.ca/cheaper-by-the-dungeon. Bit complicated if you typed it out from exactly what I said there, but again, you can find it on our Twitter and Facebook and whatnot, even our TikTok. And by the way, thanks everyone checking out our TikTok recently. We've been getting amazing views on there. I think one of our videos is over 100,000 views, and you guys, it's because you guys are showing it to your friends, to watching it over several times. It's been awesome to see just great receptiveness to us on that platform. But yeah, just thank you so much for checking us out. Subscribe to us if you haven't, whether it be on Twitter, Facebook, but then check out our Patreon. We also have fun stuff on there too, whether it be monthly vlogs we do, or even our discussions by the dungeon that we do on there as well, where Adam kind of talks to us about the show and asks us kind of in-depth questions. We got a lot going on, so check out our Patreon as well. And that reminds me, we also have our $50 Patreons who support us every month, and we have even a new one that came this time. So thank you, Randy, an old timer, for supporting us on there. That's like freaking 5 subscriptions worth of Netflix. You guys are insane, and we hope we're just doing right by you guys. So thank you so much for checking us out. I think I covered everything, but you guys, I probably missed something. So just tell Seth to never let me do this again. You know the rules. All right, well, enjoy the second half of our episode. Bye.
And we're back. And the dagger is coming down. Zippy, you're convinced this is probably a druid. You're not 100%. What? No, you are 100% sure.
It's like a 70 to 100% type of thing situation. One of those where it's last second you put the dagger in, and it's maybe not, but you have to commit.
You're stabbing in slowly, and you hear and blood starts pooling just under the tip like a little paper cut, and it's going in, and all the creatures around, their jaws are just dropping as they watch this. But then you hear wings, massive wings, just flapping, and wind is just blowing out in this area, blowing the trees, making all the wind go. Zippy, you look up, and you see a large shadow. It's almost like a lion is flying down. And it lands right beside you. Ooh, calm. And it just puts its hand, its large paw, on your hand, Zippy, and pushes the dagger in.
What?
What? You hear the stag, and you're stabbed down, and you look over, and you can see this is no lion. This is a bizarre-looking Lamassu. Basically a sphinx with eagle wings. It's got a humanish face. And it just stares at you with his big, gross face. And I imagine Zippy's is like, what? And it just goes, come out. You have solved my riddle already. And the stag underneath your dagger transforms into a furbolg. And they're like, no! And they scurry down.
Hey, get back here! I knew you were faking it.
Child, stop.
I knew from the moment you entered my forest that you would be the one to set us free.
Excuse me?
You've solved the riddle. How did you know only the chosen one was supposed to solve it? How did you see through the guise that every wild creature here was just a druid in disguise?
I don't care about any of that. And I'm sure as hell not gonna be some chosen one.
Child, listen to me! I am a sphinx, and I love riddles. And no one solved this one. A lot of my other ones were shit. This one was good. I thought this was gonna be a late game reveal, but you found it in like 30 seconds.
Nah, this one was shit too. I figured it out real quick. But that's what I came here to talk to you about. Everyone else up there, even though I've been here for the past 10 minutes, thinks your little section of spellhood and what the druidness of everyone, they all think you're dumb. And they don't like you very much. What's going on? We're the cool... I look around to everyone else, all the animals looking at. We're the freaking coolest spellcasters around. Everyone else has these theatrics, but look at us.
I know, child. You druids are a magical creature. The most potent, poetic magic of all. Those mainlanders, they look down on us. On you.
Psh, that's what I came also to talk about. They're not even mainlanders. In fact, none of you even deserve to be druids. All the way up here in the sky, all the way from the actual green earth, over on the other side of the freaking ocean. What are you guys doing up here?
We are trapped.
Trapped?
We're used. And by we're, I should stop saying we. Young one, I am a scam. I am a fraud. I am no druid. I am actually a Lamassu.
Pathetic.
I'm just an animal.
I can't believe I would ever see the day an animal trying to cosplay as a druid. Huh.
It's just they're so cool.
And you hear the furbolg.
Oh! Please. Don't hurt him. He's alright. He's helped us keep low from the farmer.
The farmer? Who's the farmer?
Well, he's the one over there, running the barns and all the food. He makes us transform into animals, then he cuts off some of our meat, and then until our HP is low, and then he takes that and he feeds it to the people. How do you think they have such a self-sustaining system here? It's fucking dark magics, dog.
It's sick.
Dark fucking magics that wasn't supposed to come out. The whole facade of Fairyland is gone. I'm sorry.
Disgusting. I can't believe you would let them bully you around and also treat you guys like you're some kind of livestock. What even is this?
Roar! Treve! You've said too much. He won't help us if he knows it all.
Oh no, I got nothing better to do at this point. The other two, I'm kind of with a crew. We're kind of like in endgame mode now, but they can deal with the rest. They're leveled up enough. In fact, the way I see it, this will probably matter in the grand scheme of things anyways. How about this? I hope you guys gain some confidence. I'm kind of good at that. And in return, maybe you guys could teach me some new druid fun things, cause hey, we all got stuff to learn. And you, point at the Sphinx, I'm gonna learn something about you too.
The Sphinx looks at you with its gross, weird human lion face and says,
Maybe you are the chosen one. One more riddle if you have the time.
Hell no!
Don't.
Where's the boardroom? We got a plan to draw out.
I will show you if you answer my riddle.
Fine.
Druids! Let the game begin.
and one of the little
Abrians, the ostriches with tiny T-Rex-like arms, brings out a little chair and puts it down just behind you and says, "That's it. That's all we got. Sit down. It's a riddle." He does this.
I sit down.
Potential chosen one. You've come here to liberate us. Show us confidence, as you said. Your eyes are too keen, like that of an eagle's, although you are a rabbit. Here is the riddle.
Cut to Darian.
Woo! I was about to panic there, guys. I am
Dude,
not,
I cannot believe you uncovered that.
I am not that confident.
Dude, I cannot wait to see what happens from that. That is so freaking interesting.
Man, wow, this arc went sideways almost instantly for me.
I told you it was gonna happen. I wasn't kidding when I said that before. When I was like, "Well, it's gonna be good to have a quick exit," because that's always what happens.
Railroading? I hardly knew her. What? Oh my gosh. All right, Darian, you're walking through town, and you've gone through the markets and everything, and you've found your way to an ethereal kind of bridge. It's like a transparent bridge, a stairway that leads from the mainland to this chunk of island with a large open gate. It's almost reminiscent of Poker Rock and the giant gates that lead into the mountain. But there is no heat. There's nothing there, but you can hear a lot of sawing. You can hear a lot of kind of clanging. And as you enter through the doors, you can see that it's almost like a fine moving clock in here. There's lots of cogs just moving. There's lots of just like golems going about moving things and carrying resources from place to place. You can see some people riding carpets and brooms throughout to get to different levels. It's kind of it's like a multi-leveled, you know, like the Impossible Stairway painting where there's stairways going all over the place, up and down and sideways. There's people doing that, walking, some people walking upwards like they're walking on the ceiling. It's like a wacky, wild Willy Wonka style factory in here.
That's a little unexpected.
As you walk in, you see a little puppet walks up. And as you notice, there's nobody even like here. There's nobody like the people that you see walking upon closer inspection. You can tell they weren't actually like bullywugs or anything. They were like dolls and toys and wooden creatures and carpentry things. It seems like this is almost like a toy factory for these like living sentient items. And you see a little puppet comes up to you. It's a little round puppet. It's like a ball. It's like it almost looks like Kirby, with like two little arms, two little legs, and mostly a ball. And it's got kind of a big mouth, big wooden like mouth with the slots, and two beady little eyes. And it's got a little baseball hat on, and it just looks at you and goes,
"What do you want? Well, who are you? What do you come to Wonderworks for? What are you looking for?"
Well, potentially a couple things now that I've seen some of the magnificence of this clockwork here. Who's the engineer who designed a lot of the clockwork in here?
There's a lot of people. You got Bartholomew, you got Grimm, you got Tristan, John Michael.
Is he good at engineering and enchantments?
Nah, he's mostly enchantments.
Okay. Speaking of the devil, he's who I'm looking for. Where do you think I could find Grimm?
Do you got an appointment?
If I say yes, are you gonna let me in?
Well, let me check the list.
and he pulls out a little list from inside his mouth, and it like unravels out like a scroll, and he's like,
okay, what's your name?
Can I try and sneak a peek at the list?
yeah, you can sneak a peek at the list if you want. You can try. I will make you do a stealth check.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I'll take it. That's a 15 plus 7. 22.
you see he's like looking at it. You basically just like bend over forward and look down because he's so much shorter than you, and you can kind of get a glimpse of the list. And you can see there's literally only one name on it. Like the rest of it's like you can see it's different days and different like schedules. And there's literally only one person who has an appointment, and it's Patricia Shangyong.
Patricia Shangyong?
Hey. You don't look like a Patricia.
Well, that's quite presumptive of you.
On second thought, maybe you do. All right, come on.
Okay. I don't know what that means, but sure. Quick question while we're walking here. May I ask, what are you?
I'm a puppet.
Like a marionette puppet? Like a...
I guess like a marionette. I'm not one of those ones you stick the hands up the ass. Oh my god.
That's not a marionette, but yeah, that's definitely not what
That's
I
what I
was
said.
thinking.
I'm not one of the. I am a marionette.
Okay.
But I don't need no strings. Look at me. Ha ha. Woo-hoo. Ha. Yeah, no strings on this body.
Okay. Do you have a maker?
Well, actually, Grim made me. He enchanted all of us living things here. He's kind of the go-to guy for that kind of magic. Sentience, you know. I like to believe I was always alive, though. I don't like to think back to the dark, you know, when everything was black
Well,
and lonely. Oh my god.
okay. Well, let's bounce back. Maybe. Oh, is there a chance maybe you did exist before? Like, what are you made of? At least it could be like a. Are you like a soul placed into the body? Are you?
Oh, hell no. I'm all original, baby. Magic. No soul in this body. No soul. No afterlife. Oh
Okay.
my god.
Well, right. We're spiraling again here. Can we? Could you just keep directing me to Grim, please?
Follow me, Patricia.
And you start waddling down, following this like Kirby-like being. And he's like,
Is this your first time?
Yes, it is.
All right. Well, let me show you a little bit while we're walking. See over there? Magic, right?
Yes. Okay.
Now look over there.
and you like turn. You were looking literally just at the staircases, and then you look at the wall, and you can see like all these dolls just lined up, and they're just kind of behind glass, and they're all just like watching you as you walk by on this like bridge, and there's just all these dolls following you with their eyes, and like
That? Those are my girlfriends. And let's keep going. Hey, don't look too hard. They're mine. All right. Oh, and here's Wall. Hold up.
you cross the bridge to another portion inside, another kind of landing where it's just another like patio, and you can see there's a water cooler, and it like waddles over and it's like,
Hey, need some water? You look thirsty.
Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him, Patricia.
I think I'm gonna pass on this one.
No, just take a cup. Just take the cup and pull the trigger. Just hit the lever. Get some water. Trust me, it's cold.
Could I just pull the lever quickly and not drink any of the water?
I prefer it goes in a cup, but I need you. Please, just get some water.
I pull the lever a little bit to let some of the water out.
it's starting to drip, and he's like,
Oh my God, Patricia, stop!
He's like, please, just keep holding it. I'm almost dead. Keep going.
What?
Whoa.
What? What do you mean
He
you're almost
wants
dead?
to die, but he always fills up. Don't believe him.
I turn the knob back off, or the lever back off.
an air bubble in the water when the water cooler. He's like,
Please, I need to hop timelines. The only way is to do it is to die. Kill me.
pour the water.
Patricia, stop. It won't happen. He's obsessed with timelines.
Please.
Darian's just jaw on the floor, has no idea how to even respond to this. This is spiraling so quickly. Look, I think I'm gonna pass for now, but if things start turning a little shady here, maybe I'll come back, okay?
No, I'm so close. Just one more hop and I'll be back.
I'll talk to you later.
No! They always say that! But they're never thirsty! They never need to be hydrated!
Oh my god.
You're 70% water! You're 70% of me, asshole!
Yeah, I don't think I need any more. Thanks.
He waddles over to a wall, and he's trying to tilt it and try and get the lever to go down by balancing on a wall, but it's he just can't. He's like, come on, die.
What is happening?
Sorry about that, Patricia. I didn't think that would happen. Anyways, let's keep going.
And
Okay.
you're walking, and you can see little toy soldiers kind of walking like an ant trail before you on this patio, and they're moving in this circle, and he's like,
Oh, step over these.
and they're like,
Attain hut!
and they just keep walking. And you get to a giant wooden gear in the wall, and you can see and there's a hole that lines up with the floor of this patio here, and the hole lines up perfectly like it's a door, and every time it goes ka-chunks, you can see it's a different kind of workshop with throughout the gear. It's there's several dimension doors in this cog that when it spins, it locks for a moment, and you can see into one. And he's like,
Just wait. Okay. We got time. Ready?
Okay.
3, 2,
ka-chunk.
go!
Okay. Let's jump.
And you jump through, and you can feel that you've entered into a little pocket plane, Darian.
Oh.
And you can see it's just a small, not huge room. It's just a little workshop room, like a garage, but it's all wooden floorwood and everything. And you can see a bullywug just across the way, an orange bullywug wearing an oversized apron that almost drags on the floor and between his legs and onto the floor behind him. And he's just kind of working at a bench with these steampunky goggles, these magnifying glass goggles, and he's just working away.
Hi, are you Grim?
What? Oh, you must be Patricia.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I'm glad you came for the appointment. What seems to be the problem? Have a seat.
And you can see his apron has a little face on it, near where the top attaches to the part of the apron that just wraps around your shoulders. There's a little face there, made of cloth, and it just goes,
Sorry for Grim. You may talk to me. I might be a little bit more verbose and more planned with my speech.
Hey, come on. We don't have to do this to Patricia. We just met it. I'm fine with my talking, and I don't ramble on, and I don't...
Please stop, Grim. Please.
Who's kind of running the operation here? I'm still not quite sure who I should be directing my questions to.
You may do it to me.
You may do it to me.
Hey!
Okay. I'm just gonna let you know what's happening, and you guys decide who's gonna reply. Well, anyway, I don't know if you've noticed my little Hawk Fox companion here with these fancy-looking goggles, but I had a magical accident recently and lost my vision, and I've been able to make do with, these goggles that kind of, transmit a visual signal to myself, but it's not quite enough. It's hard looking through someone else's eyes, let alone a creature who's very well trained, but it's still not quite the same. And so I've been working on some small inventions of my own, and I've started to reach the end of my own skill set, and So I'm looking for an enchanter.
Ah. I see. I see as well. Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Grim? Yes, I think I might be thinking what you're thinking. If you're thinking what I'm... Stop, please. We're not taking the job.
What? What? Why?
We don't like eyes. They're a little creepy. Yeah, a little creepy, but I think we should do it. I was going to say yes. No, you weren't. No, I was.
Wait, hold. I just need. Look here. Let me show you what I've been working on. I bring out the kind of the completed mechanical eye and the half completed mechanical eye, and I just kind of show them it and say like, look, all I'm looking for is I have some potential magical catalysts that I think I can use to power these devices, but I don't have the ability to put it in myself into the device, and well, then there's the surgical aspect of that, but I think that I was gonna do with it one step at a time. And I heard you're the best enchanter on the island, aren't you?
I am, yeah. I've enchanted almost everything in here. Even me, unfortunately. Hey.
Look, yeah. So that's why I came to you. Do you think you could at least help me with some of it? If you can't help me with implementing the eye, maybe there's someone else I need to go to for that, but could you at least help me get the catalyst or teach me how to get these catalysts imbued into the eyes?
Well, this mechanical piece does look okay. Yes, it looks actually quite well made. Good job.
Thank you.
But what of the catalyst?
Well, I've got two, because I figured I would need one per eye, but you're the expert, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. But I've got this, and I bring out the Tinder Soul that was originally used to power one of the gems in the Switch blade that Darian used to have. And then I also bring out another jar of some of Mir's blood that I've been holding on to since Season 1. So I've got these two magical catalysts. This one, it's a Tinder Soul, more of a natural aspect, but I also have this, and this is literally the blood of a god, which is just ripe with magical energy, and so I figured I could use these as catalysts for each of the eyes.
You see as you're holding them out, Pepper on your chest is like, oh, and they're like reaching out for it, like from your little baby pouch on the front of your chest, and like, oh, and they're trying to like touch it.
I smack her paw. Just like, hey,
go pasa.
I'm not wearing my helmet right now. I don't know what you said.
Give me that. Give me both. Here, please. Yes, give.
Okay, don't do anything crazy with them. These are quite valuable.
Takes them over just and puts them on the bench, and he like twists his little one eye magnifying glass contraption, and he just twists it so it zooms in more, it seems. He's like, oh my god. Andrew, do you see? I do see. I think that's the one. He has it. He has it. The old oak trees. The souls. They've gone all but extinct. Especially one this fine. How did you find this? Where did you find this?
It was, I guess through a stroke of luck, working through a small dungeon on the outskirts of, Orem.
Wow. Orem. Potentially Verulius would know something about this. But we won't tell him. No, we won't. No, of course we won't tell him.
What do you mean by these great oaks? What are you talking about?
Treants. Walking. Woods. Very rare. Very old. Few die. And few have souls that can be contained. Especially after. You must have been extraordinarily lucky. Yes. Almost too lucky. However, I think, Patricia, that we may come to an understanding. Right, Apron? Are you on board now? Please say yes, please say yes. I was going to do this before anyways. Patricia, I think we would like to work with you. For a price.
And what might that price be?
Oh, nothing a little. Surgery and favors and magic can't make you pay. What do you say? Just a little wood from your tinder soul after it's fused. You see, we're a bit of carpenters here. We love wood, mythical woods, different types of wood. This is some rare stuff. If you wouldn't mind us just harvesting some after it's in that skull of yours. It wouldn't be invasive. It'd be quite harmless, and it wouldn't hurt a bit.
How would you go about harvesting this? What do you... would that not be impact the enchantment itself?
I believe we would. First, fuse this with your mechanical casters here. Then, we would attach it to your eye socket after some surgery. And then we would potentially get some druid help to grow that thing a little bit quicker. You see, tinder souls are imbued with the power of the forest, imbued with the power of the trees. Surely you know that. All we want to do is maybe speed up the process of attunement for you.
So you would grow a tree out of my eye?
Now, when you say it like that, it sounds crazy, but... I mean, you're Jadu. Magic, right? Right, Patricia?
And how do we know that's not going to kill me?
Well, I'm sure it wouldn't. Your head looks thick enough. I think it could withstand an oak tree being pressed on top.
I'm pretty hard-headed, but I don't know about that.
We wouldn't go full. Just a little sprout. I just want to harvest some seeds of my own. We wouldn't grow a full tree on your head. That would be ridiculous. It is doable, though. I know it's doable, but we're not doing that. Just a little seedling. I just need some to start growing my own.
Are you able to assist me with completing the second eye as well, then, in this part?
Oh, that's easy. God blood, toss it in, shake it up a little bit, open the can like a fizz, pss, there it goes. It really is that simple. You could have done it yourself.
Okay. But the eye is currently half completed. Is that something that can happen before it's finished construction?
Well, you could go ask Tristan for some help completing that. How about I work on this eye? You go talk to Tristan, and I will continue. And by the time probably both are done, we'll get back here, and I'll toss the juice in the other one, and we'll get on to the surgery. If that is what you're looking for. I don't have to do the surgery, but I do have quite delicate fingers, and I work with dolls, and doll eyes are easy enough to pop in. Very easy, actually.
Do you even have an anesthetic here or anything?
I could cast sleep.
Okay, why don't you get started on enchanting the first eye? I will go meet with Tristan, and I think I'll just need to contact a friend of mine. I don't think I'm comfortable being put under sleep while I don't have very many friends around.
Well, you could stay awake. I'm not saying you can't. This should be fine too, but... Either way, go get Tristan to finish that other eye, and I'll be working on this one.
Okay, but I just need you to understand something as I'm leaving you with that. If you tamper with that in any negative way, or try and undercut me or rob me blind...
Yes, we understand the threat talk. We understand the threat talk all the time. Yes, big man on campus. Yes, we understand. Don't mess with it. You'll come for us.
Oh, I don't need to be a
Great.
big man on campus. I just need you to know that I will kill you and I won't hesitate to do so.
Awesome. Great. Now why don't you kill that water cooler for us? If you could actually kill that thing for real, then I would do you a favor.
I will keep that in mind. Is Tristan just another door on this cog?
Yep. Wait for a full rotation, you'll find it. Metallurgy.
Metallurgy. Okay. Thank you. I'll be back soon.
I can guide you the way. Forgot about me? All right, let's go. Waddle, waddle, waddle.
Oh, God. Did you have to make his voice like that?
What? My voice?
Unfortunately, it's a little bit random. Yeah, we tried,
I love my voice.
Okay, Pinocchio.
What's it to you, big guy?
Okay, let's go find Tristan.
All right.
And you waddle out. Cut. To Norman. Norman D with Brad Ali and Apophis Yee.
Wow, I got the whole party. Nice.
You're walking down the town, the main strip on the main island here, looking at all just the kind of like European streetways, the cobblestone streets before you, seeing a lot of just lively people just going about. Some people even like the buildings in this alleyway, they're like 3 stories high, and some people on the 3rd story are like, you can hear like, I'm going to work, and they just jump out the window and levitate down and land lightly on the ground and then head off. It just seems over the top. Just ridiculous uses of magic.
Wow. Wow. Sick. Okay, I'm going to turn to Bradley and Apophis. I'm going to say, guys, unfortunately, we can't just relax the entire time. We really have to do research. So I have to go to Jadu 5. Hold on, let me double check that. Yeah, I have to go to Jadu 5 because I have to do some research onto this clue for this grand treasure. I think we should all go together. What do you guys say? In fact, no, I'm not asking. I'm saying we all have to go together.
Yeah, as long as I can. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll go with you.
Yeah, I'm down for whatever, man. I'm just enjoying the ride.
Okay, perfect. Okay, well then, we just have to find a carpet. Alakazam! Okay, I go looking for a carpet to, like, rent or buy or whatever.
Perception check.
15 plus 4, 19.
You're looking around, and you can see the store that was mentioned up ahead, the Silver Silhouettes. You can see there's some rugs and carpets out front, even just, like, dancing with price tags on them. But you also hear Apophis go,
Yo, Norman!
Yes.
Check out this guy!
And you look down an alleyway, and you can see there's a really raggedy rag that kind of just has a little tin can at the at its feet, and it's just kind of like hitting it, and it's just kind of like swaying, and it has a little sign that's like clearly been painted with like the brushstrokes of its corner tassel, and it just says, "Will fly for food."
This one seems pretty legit. It's not coming apart at all. I mean, a little bit, but,
I think we all understand, and I gesture to his arm and my arm, just because you may be damaged goods doesn't mean that you're good for nothing. Hello. Hello, little guy. How you doing?
It rotates to you, and it almost like flops back like it's letting out a dust cough, and a little dust cloud comes off from its chest.
Wow. Well, first off, let's get you cleaned up. I'm going to cast Prestidigitation and remove all of the dirt and grime from it.
You remove it and clean it, but it still seems like it's like very loose threads coming off. You can see it's a bright blue color, but the material is almost as if it's like a burlap sack. It's very shoddily made. It looks very old. Definitely a reject.
And how big is this sack? Is it literally like a potato sack for like a 50-pound bag of potatoes?
Yeah, it could definitely carry you, but it would be like kind of flying on a skateboard almost.
Or like I just stand inside the potato sack and just like fly around like a Bowser.
I mean, you could
like
wrap
Bowser's
it around you,
thing.
yeah. You could wrap it around you like that for sure.
Oh man, this is not big enough. Well,
You're gonna become Bowser Jr., man.
I know, I can't wait. Hi. What is it you say you'll fly for food? What is it you eat?
It looks around and it's trying to find, and it looks around it, and it just like finds something behind you, and it's a little spool of yarn.
Oh, I see. You need thread. You've been overworked. Well, I know a little bit about making Well, hold on. This is probably crazy, Seth. I'm gonna take off. I can't believe it. I'm gonna take off my cloak of billowing, and I'm gonna fold it up, and I'm gonna hold it out to it and say, "I don't know if you could use this somehow. Are you interested?"
It like slowly nods.
Well, here it's I already have enough of a flair for the dramatics. Here you go. I'm gonna give it the folded up cloak of billowing.
It takes it, and it starts using its corners just to like start peeling and picking away at it. It's like it's de-threading it, and you can see your cape of billowing is slowly being dismantled and destroyed. And you can see it's like wrapping itself in it, and you can see it's basically melding with your cape of billowing. And now it looks like more complete. It looks a bit more steady, and it looks a bit more lively. But it's definitely like now this like literally cross-stitched thing.
And not any bigger, eh?
It's a bit bigger. I would say it's gone from skateboard to longboard.
Sick. Okay, that's exactly what I want. Okay. Well, hey, you might not be the right carpet for the job. Well, we're all three of us are trying to go somewhere, but do you want to come with us? You might be we might be able to help each other out in the future. Maybe I can find more clothes for you to eat.
It quickly like gets up, bows, and then spins around, and it's like wrapping around Bradley, and then it wraps around you, and then it wraps around Apophis, and then unfurls in front of you all. And Bradley's like, "Whoa, sick! Awesome!"
Yeah, man. Little fixer-upper? Not bad.
Yeah, it could eventually. I could see this becoming part of a great mural. Like eventually we add a couple of things of all sentimental value, and then it just kind of becomes a walking tapestry of our adventures together. And then maybe even one day it could carry all of us. But we'll have to name it.
I think should be named Kegel.
No, we're not gonna name it that. It's kind of a dicky name.
What about? What about? Wait. What about?
Zippy. Oh no! Damn it!
You know what? We're gonna name it Strand. Strand is the name because that's kind of how you started out. And I'm looking at Strand as I say that, respectively.
Bradley's like, I like that. That fits.
I prefer Kegel, but all right.
Right on, Strand. Would you prefer to go in my travel bag, or do you want to just kind of like follow us along?
It wraps it and rolls itself up and throws itself towards your travel bag.
Oh, I open it up.
And it dives in.
Oh, okay, well, he's small, but it's got a lot of kick. I'm excited about this. Already I feel like Jadu is paying off. But we do need to find a bigger. I mean, I feel bad now with Strand, but we do need to find a way to get to Jadu 5. Do you know what? Maybe someone can bring us there. I want to look for someone who can maybe like fly us there. Maybe.
You're looking around, and you can see somebody with a very, very long broom. A witch broom is just flying overhead. It seems like, how there's like bikes that can fit multiple people? I forget what those are called. Not tandem bikes, right? What's it called?
It is a tandem bike.
Oh, it is a tandem bike. Never mind, yeah. So it's like a tandem flying broom.
I'm just going to whistle like the two fingers in my mouth. Hey, hello. Can we get a ride?
Uh-huh. Hello. You want a ride? Do you not have transportation?
No, we don't. We're actually trying to get to the museum right now.
Oh. That's sad. Well, have fun.
Hold on. Does he leave?
No, he's like just starting to, but he stops when you call.
Well, we can make it worth your while. How much would you charge us to just bring us over to Jadu 5?
Oh, if you're heading there, I can do it for free. That's where I was headed, and I do like company. I bought this large broom so that I could have friends and carpool, but nobody.
Okay, well, consider your lucky day, because you just made 3. My name's Normandy. This is Apophis, and this is Bradley here, and we can give you something for your trouble.
Ah, no need, no need. I do not need anything. My name is Colin. Let's go.
Okay.
You fly, and you're overgoing, and Bradley's like, "Whoa, yeah!" And Apophis is like, "Oh, what the hell, man? This is wild." And you fly over, and you can see there's Jadu 5, the archives, the building, and there's a group of people just outside, and you land just out front, right near where the ethereal bridge just ends to connect to Jadu 5. And he drops you off, and he's like, "I'm going to go park over here. Now, wait for me, okay? I'll only be a bit. Don't. Now that we're friends, we have to do everything together."
Well, we have to go do a lot of research, so we'll catch up with you.
No, we're friends. We're friends. All right, I'll be right back. Bye.
Okay. Guys, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Ditch him. And you guys sneak off. And you can see, there it is, the large archives. It's like this massive museum building before you. But out front is this almost art exhibit that's been popped up. And there's all these kind of fancy wizard hat wearing people going around looking at these art and these paintings. And these paintings kind of, some of them are just like regular paintings, and others are like moving images. It's like magical paint through them. And you can see a bunch of them are walking. And a butler type comes up to you. A butler orc, actually, similar to James, comes. He says, "Bonjour, monsieur. Would you like some hors d'oeuvres?" And you can see on the plate is just kind of these little meat circles.
Oh no, Seth! I
Only
know
the finest stag.
Oh,
Only the finest stag. Stag sliders.
oh, they smell amazing. Yeah, I'll take a bunch.
Yeah, I want one too.
Apophis, help yourself, man. These smell amazing.
Oh yeah! All right. Yum.
A little piece of my soul dies as I just like gorge on these steak bites.
Are you all artists or just watching?
Is there a musical aspect to this?
Oh no. There is just people browsing and potentially purchasing some, and then of course there's the artists that are working right now to try and get their works added to the archives.
I see. We're more interested in doing research in like the library portion of this island. We hear that you guys have tomes.
Unfortunately, the whole archives is shut down right now. Just this opening. We are doing kind of an art restructuring right now, and unfortunately, only the Baron is allowed inside.
Oh, the Baron, like the Dragonborn Baron, who's a great sculptor.
They are not Dragonborn, but yes, they are.
Oh, my mistake. Hold on, give me a second here. We first heard of the Baron. We know that he sculpted our statues in Ohm, and we also know that he was alive in Wesleyan times, and he's where we got that clay potion from back in season 2, episode 2.
The mural in the base of that tower, underneath the ground in like those Wesleyan ruin area where you found Draken, the giant mural was also signed by the Baron.
I don't know why I thought he was Dragonborn. Would I know what he is, Seth?
Maybe I mentioned that? I don't believe I did. My notes didn't say it. No, you wouldn't know what he is.
Okay, so I'm gonna assume that he's like an elf, if he's been alive that long. I mean, I'm sure that there are other ways that people can live longer than that, but how many people are around us when we're talking to this guy?
There's quite a large crowd. There's about 50 people browsing and walking about, and then there's some like artists standing next to their paintings being like, "Look at my work."
Man, I want to get in there. Okay, thank you very much. We'll just peruse for now. If we need anything, maybe we can come find you.
Yeah, of course. If you need more hors d'oeuvres, you know where to find me.
Okay. I grab another one as he leaves. This one's very fresh. You can tell it was just made a while ago. I kind of beckon Apophis and Bradley over to me alone, like a little sequestered from everyone else. And I'm just thinking out loud with them. Guys, we need to get into those archives because I have a funny feeling that's exactly where, at least information on where to find the piano key, but I don't know how we're gonna get in there.
Man, I don't know either. Like, it seems like only, like, they're putting art and stuff inside and only the Baron's allowed. I don't know, we can break in. But...
Yeah, I like breaking in. That sounds exciting.
I mean, I do too, but we could even pass off as the Baron. We have no idea what he looks like.
What if, crazy thought, we become paintings? Or, like, fake sculptures? You ever seen those people? I saw them all the time in the cool streets. Some street performers. They'd, like, pretend they're statues. What if we do it good enough that they think we're art, and then they put us in the exhibit when they're, like, swapping it out?
I mean, maybe we could be a reenactment of a moment in history.
I can start standing still right now. Watch. And he stands perfectly still, and he's, like, flexing. Like, Zeus-like figure.
Oh, and the missing arm kind of adds a little bit of, like, a perfection deconstructed kind of aspect to it. Bradley, could you, like, summon some, like... I know I said not to do this, but could you summon, like, some birds to come and, like, pose on his arms or something like that? Is that something you could... You can't conjure animals, can you?
I could try. He holds his hands out and cups him. He's like, bird. Bird. Come on, bird. Come on. Maybe I rub them together. Okay, bird. Okay, it's not working.
I could make an illusion of a bird. I could. Man, this just feels so sketchy, though. On a whim, I want to open my backpack and I want to pull out Strand.
You pull out Strand.
Hey, Strand. How you doing, buddy? You doing good? Just checking in.
You see there's a bit of string from its bottom corner that's like draping inside your bag.
Hey! No! Strand!
There's purple strand.
No!
You actually notice it's like looping out of the bag and it's kind of eating away at your void cloak.
Oh my gosh.
You can see in your bag, you can see there's a little bit of a hole in your little bag that you had him in, your traveler's bag, and you can see it's like eating through the bag and it's almost eating some of your void cloak.
I grab him. Hey! And I hold him up to my face like a I don't want to sound like an animal abuser, but like a bad dog. Hey! What are you doing? What are you doing? No! Oh no, my void cloak.
Your void cloak is still like 95% intact.
Okay. And Strand, you have to ask before you eat my clothing out, especially if it's enchanted. Look, I know it's not your fault. I know you're starving, but I have tons of clothes back on my ship that I could give you. This is very useful. Does it still sparkle? Does it still look like the void in there?
Yeah, it's still working, but you can see there's like a strand that's going into it, and you can see there's like some of the purple thread now weaving into Strand's like body. You could cut it and like, get it free.
Am I able to tell? This is probably a stretch. Am I able to tell if it's adopting any of the arcana in the cloak and even in the cloak of billowing to a lesser degree? Like, is that just getting dispelled into the universe, or is it absorbing it to a degree?
Arcana check.
Oh, wow! I haven't made one of these in so long. 6 + 10, 16.
It does not seem to be absorbing any magical properties. It seems like it's just destroying and weaving, and that's it.
Okay. Strand, I'm gonna grab the string and spin it between my two index fingers and pry it apart. And I have other things you can eat, okay? If you can just hold on for a bit, I will get you food, okay? But you can't eat this one. And you can't eat my bag, because then everything's gonna fall out. Do you understand me?
It, like, slowly curls, like it's nodding.
Okay. Look, I'm not mad, because I should have been clearer with you. I should have set boundaries. No such thing as a bad dog, just a bad carpet, a bad bag. There's no such thing as a bad bag, but there is a bad bag holder, So I blame myself, but also you a little bit. You should have asked. It's only polite. Anyways, have you been on Jadu 5 before? Do you have any recollection of this place?
You're like, shrugs, like, kind of.
Do you know of any back doors into this place? If you've been here before, the museum section of this place is blocked off, but I would love to get in there. In fact, there might be even some like draping cloths over there that you could eat.
He kind of looks at you, and then it like looks like it's thinking, and then it nods.
You know a way, a lesser known way, one that we could possibly get into without being detected.
It pauses for a moment, and then nods.
It's freaking bullshit.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't think so. Who knows? It's up to you.
This carpet does not know anything. I feel like I've missed so many obvious clues, and I've just been so blinded by this stupid museum. I want to go look at some of the art. Guys, we're going to think on this. I want to go look at some of the art on display. I want to see if I can learn any history of Jadu, or if they have any... Yeah, I just want to see what I can learn with a casual appraisal.
Okay. Apophis just says,
Okay, yeah, you do that. I'm just gonna stay here and see if I can pull it off.
Okay. But if you ever get tired of it, just come find me. I'm right over here.
Don't talk to me like I'm real. Okay, wait. Okay,
Okay,
got it.
yeah.
Okay, go.
and you and Bradley and Strand go into the art festival here. And cut.
Wait, I just want to do one thing quick. Darian pops on the Rocky Walkie and it pops in and Norman, are you there?
Not now. I put the stone away. I'm just kidding. Yeah. Yeah. What's up?
I'm not sure how your museum...
You have to press the button, Darian. Round 2.
I'm not sure how your museum research is going, but I think I might be going under a rather intensive procedure. So if after you've had a chance to wrap up what you're doing, if you could make your way over to the Wonderworks, that would be greatly appreciated.
I don't think I'll be here very much longer. I'll let you know. Also, what's like my rough time? Like, how long do you want? Like an hour?
Just like as soon as you can. Just once you're wrapped up. I'm not trying to force you out of your research. You could find something useful, but just as soon as you can.
Well, when you say you're about to go in an intense procedure, it really it's a bit of like a manipulation tactic because, you know, it's like, oh, I'm going to this really big thing, but no pressure, but now there is pressure. You know what I mean?
It can wait. It can wait until you're here. It's fine. Just finish what you're doing and come to the Wonderworks, okay?
Is this a test?
Darian just doesn't reply.
And cut to Zippy. Zippy, you sit in this magical forest with all these wild-shaped druids surrounding you. And, of course, a Lamassu Sphinx. And you're sitting in a little wooden chair.
So that riddle I was talking about.
Way back.
Zippy.
Wait.
I don't know your name.
It's Zippy Westboro, and you're about to get really familiar with me. What should you know before I go into this riddle, so that you tune it to something that's not too hard, or not too easy? Okay, let's get... I'm from the Westboro side of the Bramble Patch, and we're really good at farm stuff, carrots mostly, obviously. But beyond that, I'm much more. I am, in 3rd grade, I got 7th place in my CATs, the carrots agility test.
You see one of the Perytons, the like eagle stag head flying birds, is like it's been moving back and forth in the tree a little bit, swaying as you were telling the story, and then it like looks like it fell asleep and just fell out of the tree and poof, it lands on the ground.
Oh my goodness! I think someone just died over there. Anyways, give me this riddle.
Wait.
And they yawn and they're like,
Wait, sir, stop. Your magics are too powerful. Potential chosen one. Are you ready for your riddle?
More like, are you ready for my answer?
There should be no Google involved in this, I should say beforehand.
Damn it.
Here it is. This is the hardest riddle I have ever come up with. Nobody's stumped it. Not a single druid in this forest. If you can pull this off, you are clearly wise enough to change the course of this floating island. Here we go.
Lay it on me.
I should mention, if you fail, there'll probably be no consequences.
I mean, probably not, but I'll be definitely embarrassed. There's a lot of people watching.
It's true. Us druids know more about shame than any. That's why we hide behind the skin of another animal.
Hey, you're not a druid.
Damn it, stop! Here is the riddle. I am the beginning of the end, and the end of before.
Is that it?
Yes. Would you like me to repeat?
Yeah, maybe one more time.
I am the beginning of the end, and the end of before.
The recording went on for 2 more hours until Jacob finally cracked the code.
I'm just thinking, it has to be something to do with the sentence structure.
You can see all the druids around you that were getting their hopes up for you potentially being the savior. They are like, the longer it takes, the more like their faces are just gonna be like, oh, like they're being disappointed.
No, I'm good at this, I promise.
They perk up again. Would you like to make an insight check?
As if. It must be the letter E, right? Yeah. Final answer. Screw it what people think of me. I've never cared. Final answer. Letter E. Pretty sure. I don't know. It's either that or it's something. I don't know.
The Lamassu looks down, and all the druids in the animal wild shapes in the forest have their heads down. And you can just see around you, you hear drop, 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 drop. And you look, and you can see tears are falling from their eyes. And the Lamassu raises their head, and they're like,
Zippy Westboro! You are the chosen one!
And they all pounce on you like, yay! Giving you a group hug. Yay! Chosen one! And they immediately raise you up, and they're like crowd surfing. Like, chosen one! Chosen one! And you're like kind of getting poked by some antlers and some feathers and the nose bone of the Branta, and it's like, yeah. And they're like, to the hideout! To the hideout! Oh, wait, quiet! To the hideout! To the hideout! And you start making your way crowd surfing through the forest.
Take that, Darian!
And that's where we're going to end the episode.